Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to look at Rise of Nations Extended Edition, another remake of a classic RTS from back in the day. Some of you may have remembered me from my Age of Mythology review. Some of you hated it because I knocked the price. It was $30 for a remake of a 10-year-old game that, granted it offered multiplayer and Steam Workshop and different things like that. It wasn't worth $30 in my opinion. Rise of Nations, on the other hand, will be selling for $20. So that's a nice jump forward in my opinion. I'm glad that Microsoft either listened to us reviewers or the fan base and decided to lower the price for this Rise of Nations Extended Edition. So this Rise of Nations is a remake of another game that's pretty old. I think it was released back in 2003-ish, somewhere around there. And it was a very in-depth RTS at the time, still is. And it offers the same new features. It does the multiplayer, the Steam Workshop, Twitch integration, and updated graphics, different things like that. Same as Age of Mythology. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what it has to offer. Options menu, same deal. I have the music turned off to avoid copyright issues. Hotkeys, mouse, graphics. You can adjust screen resolution, full screen. Whole bunch of different graphic options I'm not even going to get into, just to sort of, save on video time here. You can change profiles, player names, add names, rename, whatever. So yeah, a bunch of that. Multiplayer. You can do quick matches, game browser. Let's go ahead and see if there's anyone on. No, I have a press copy, so more than likely no one's going to be on right now. Region worldwide. No, okay. Oh wait, let's refresh. No, okay. So I'm the only poor sap that probably either has the game or, it just is on at the moment. But there's a game browser, which is cool. Leaderboards, local area network, direct internet, recorded game playback, which is cool. Same with solo game. There's you can conquer the world campaigns or do solo play. The Rise of Nations Extended Edition includes the Thrones and Patriots expansion, for those of you that know what that is. The Thrones and Patriots expansion offers more units like the American faction, different things like that. Twitch streaming, again, part of the new features. Let's go ahead and play a solo game for those of you not familiar with this game. I'm just going to do a quick battle. And like the original game, you can set up how you want it. I guess I'll play as the Americans, the computer. You can choose as many nations as you want, and you can put them on teams and the like. I'll just do one for right now, and I'll put this on easiest just so I don't have to worry about fighting this guy while I'm trying to commentate. And there's plenty of different matches to choose from, or game types to choose from. Diplomacy, Assassin, Barbarian at the Gates. Any of you that are familiar with like Galactic Battlegrounds or Age of Empires 2 will be familiar with a lot of these options. Different map styles, map size, game speed, game rules. If you put it on custom, it'll enable these things down here. Start with a small town, start with a large town, whatever. Resources, you can pick your starting resources. You could do deathmatch. Technology, you can pick the speed at which it researches. Reveal map, all visible, population count, rush rules, start age. There's plenty of ages, as you can see. End age, elimination. You could do conquest, capital. I think capital is what I had before, yeah. Basically, if you eliminate the enemy capital, you win the game. Victory, conquest. You can also win by economic, musical chairs, score, sudden death, tech race. Those of you that have owned Rise of Nations before will be familiar with all of this. For those of you that aren't familiar with Rise of Nations at all, you've got a lot to learn. But it's worth it in my opinion. It's a very in-depth RTS and very micromanagement heavy. So I'll just start off with this then. Okay, now I have the music turned off to avoid copyright issues, as I said, although there would be music in the background, and it's pretty catching. I'm trying to find a way to pause this thing, so here we go, pause. Just so I don't lose to the easiest here while I'm explaining the interface. Basically, Rise of Nations is, like I said, it's a very in-depth RTS, and you'll start with one little city here, and you'll be building farms and cutting wood down for resources. You start off needing food, wood, and currency or wealth, and you'll generate these resources based on your resource collection. You'll be building structures and building up your city, and at the same time you'll also be gaining technology. You'll be trying to, at this library, and I have it enabled along the top so you don't have to click on it. If you do click on the library in the lower left here, you'll see the tech tree, but you can also see it along the top here too. There's 4 different trees to go down. There's like the military, civic, there's the commerce, and the science. And as you research these 4 trees, you'll be able to advance to the next age, assuming you've researched enough technologies to do so. And those cost resources too, so you'll have to, sort of balance your research while at the same time trying to build the structures that you need to stay alive currently. So let's go ahead and go back to play. And that's my scout. I don't want that. I want some citizens. You're going to be building a lot of citizens. And I can put this on infinite. I think, let me delete those. There we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and put some more farms down. Your city can hold a max of 5 farms. You can build more cities in this game, and as you can see on the mini-map below here, your area only extends so far out. You have to build more cities to expand your area of influence. And that's actually a good thing, because your wealth is generated based on your area of influence in part, so you'll need to expand your area of control in order to get more wealth. You can use caravans to trade between cities to get more wealth too, but alright. Again, I'm trying to commentate and play at the same time. Not easy. Like I said, this game is very micromanagement heavy. So, it doesn't seem like it now, but each city that you build is independent of one another. And, like, each city can only have 5 farms. Alright, I'm full there. I need more trees. Let's go down here. Each city has its own buildings that it's connected to. So you can have one temple in one city, but you can also build one temple in another city. So you have to sort of watch what you're building around each city and sort of plan accordingly. Alright, I've got 5 farms already. Let's see if I can build another city. I don't think I can. I need to research civics at the library. Let's go ahead and do that. And that, and that. So I'm researching 4 techs right now. And as you can see, these bars are starting to fill up down here, meaning I'm researching these. And then this number 2 will be available for me to research, which will move me on to the next stage. In the lower right, you can see sort of like a score of sorts, which is I like to see. It's like a quick overview of how well you're doing. Right now it's tied, but that's where it's too early really to determine that. Alright, let's get more people down here. And you can auto-assign them too. Like if you right-click your city hall and right-click on the woodcutter's camp, they'll automatically spawn and move down there. I thought I had this to auto-build. There we go. Alright. Citizen created. And now I have the ability to, let's see. I could build a market. That'll give me some wealth, I think. That also allows me to build caravans. If I have more than one city, I can trade, set up automatic trade routes. That gives me more wealth. I can create, I think, merchants. Merchants will find resources like this wine on the map and capture it and just stay there. And that gives me plus 10 food, plus 10 research points. These little relics will appear on the map. You can pick those up for a one-time bonus. More of these resources that these merchants can sort of capture. I think what I may do is load a previous save just so you can see what the game looks like further in. Let me do that now. Okay, so yeah, I am in the... What age am I in? No, I'm in some age. Enlightenment age. I'm pretty far in. As you can see, I've got about 5 or 6 cities. Each one has their own set of structures. Most of them have markets and temples in order to help my resources over here on the left. And again, as you get further along in age, the more resources that you'll end up needing. Like I needed now research points in order to get further in the tech tree. There's metal, which wasn't available in that first stage that you saw just now. So you have to go onto mountains. If I can find a mountain, I'll show you. There we go. There's one there. And then further in, you'll research things like smelters, and putting smelters down in the same city as you have mines like this will increase their efficiency. Same with these granaries. If you have farms in the same city that you have a granary, the granary will provide a bonus to the food that you're producing there. Same with these lumber mills. If you have woodcutter camps there in the same city, you'll receive a bonus there. And each one has their own upgrades. And although upgrades are empire-wide, it can still be a bit overwhelming to manage all of these different cities and all of these different buildings. It's unreal. So, yeah, right now I'm just sort of just trying to advance to... Where am I at now? I have 2 libraries, so I can research two techs at once. This is where things can get dicey. Mid-game, you've got all of these things going on. Library, there we go. Let's go ahead and research the Industrial Age. And while I'm at it, let's go ahead and get the Science there. And also, you can build wonders. Wonders will give you some type of special bonus, and once you build a wonder, no one else can build it. So you need to sort of act quickly. Although they do take a while to build and can be very costly, but they also grant you a lot of rewards. There's like the Colosseum. Enable the quick tools, quick tips. There we go. Increases national borders by 3. Attrition enemy units in your territory increased by 50%. Statue of Liberty. You receive all ground units and airbase upgrades for free. Reduces attrition damage inflicted on your units in enemy territory. Might want that. Let's go ahead and just put that down here. Normally you need like supply wagons when you're in enemy territory so you don't take damage. You take damage automatically when you're in enemy territory, but supply wagons will allow that damage to negate. Alright, so now all of my units, I need to upgrade now that I'm in the industry age, you see all of my buildings just changed a bit. Let's go ahead and upgrade from horses to tanks. I think that's a big jump. A good one to make, too. Got some armored cars there. Alright, and I need to keep researching so I don't fall behind. I need more knowledge. Oh, well, those 2 are researching right now. Let's go ahead and research this institutional research on my research building that will increase the amount of knowledge I get. And I love Rise of Nations for the fact that in the upper left-hand corner, everything is organized so nicely for you. You can see here how many resources you have of each, and then on top of that, how many you're getting like per second, I think that is. It'll say like plus 413, and that flashing yellow means that I've reached my cap. Even though I'm producing probably more than 450 metal, I can only get 450 metal unless I research a tech that increases that cap further. Get the military there. Now let's see what I can upgrade. Let's upgrade the temple stuff. I have 6 out of 7 caravans. Let's build one more caravan to max myself out there. 0 out of 0 oil. I just discovered oil, so I'm going to need to find oil patches to put there. There's one. There's one there. And empty one there. I like how it automatically snaps to the next free one. That's really convenient. Again, if you've played Rise of Nations, you're already familiar with all of this. This is basically the same game, just with nicer graphics and, you know, the multiplayer integration, Twitch integration, workshop support, that kind of thing. Alright, I'm out of free workers. Let's go ahead and build some more citizens. Let's go ahead and harass these guys over here a bit. Alright, he built something where his border's just sort of outstretched, but I can... Oh, you can also hold in the right mouse button and sort of adjust how they end up, their formation. Also convenient. Alright, we're sitting right on the border there. Let's go ahead and just roll in, see what happens. See if his tanks, or see if my tanks can do well against his citizens here. I don't foresee any problems. What does he have? He still has... What armies does he have? He has musketeers. Well, I guess musketeers might be able to make a dent in a tank. Maybe. Got some combat up here for you. While that's going on, I think I'll go ahead and research some more stuff. Let's go ahead and upgrade to a light tank there. What else can I upgrade? I need more oil to advance to the next stage. I can... My smelter can be upgraded. My lumber mill can be upgraded. My farms can be my granary can be updated. My oil... Okay, I'm getting oil, but not a lot. 175. The Terracotta Army Wonder is pumping out units for me automatically, so that's useful. That's probably my favorite wonder out of all of them. Alright, do I have free... Yeah, I do. I have a bunch of free stuff. Let's go ahead and build more oil there. And oil there. And... Alright, I'm out of free oil. I could build this oil refinery near, near an oil patch. I need to find one that's in... I'll just skip that for now. Okay, so let's try wonders. Let's see what else I can... The Taj Mahal, I can build that. Increases all your building hit points by 100%. Your wealth income increased by 100%. Versailles, Forbidden City. Let's go ahead and build Colosseum. Just in case he decides to invade. That'll increase his damage in my territory by 100%. If I had a free town for it. You can only have one wonder per city. If you double click on the free citizen icon, all of them will be selected. It's another nice thing. Let's move them all down there. Alright, now can I upgrade? Yes. To the modern age. Actually, I'll wait on this. Did my armies get beat back? Looks like it. At great cost to him, it looks like. So I'm going to need to build more armies. Let's go ahead and put some there. Further down the line, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you in this video, but you can build like nuclear weapons. Once you get to the last tech, there's these super techs that you can research to make your civilization like super powerful. Like one of them does instant unit building, meaning that you don't have to wait for them to be constructed. It automatically spawns them whenever you build it. So yeah, there's some really powerful techs that you can eventually build. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this military research. And this science one, all units and buildings in your territory revealed. Supercomputers at the university. Researches. Okay, now let's do the cap. Commerce level increases the cap, so let me do that. Nationalism, I can research that at my tower that I build here. Increased attrition damage to all enemies in your territory, level 4. These forts, let's improve them. Like I said, this is a very in-depth, very micromanagement heavy RTS. It can be very overwhelming the first time players, and it's going to take you a few times, if you're new to this, it's going to take you a few times to get a handle on what you're doing. I played this religiously when I was younger. Played a lot of co-op with my brother against the AI. It was a ton of fun. Oh, the Senate building, I can do capitalism here. You can go down two separate paths. There's like the communist way and there's the democracy way, I think. Don't quote me on it. But different trees give you different buffs. My Statue of Liberty's done. Can I build... I could build the Eiffel Tower. Oil income increased. I might want that. Can I construct anything else? I got the pyramids there. I've got the terracotta there. I've got nothing here. So let's go ahead and build the Eiffel Tower here. Sorry, France, you're going in the back. Alright, so he's getting up there too with his military. So I may want to, let's go ahead and upgrade my stuff. Can I upgrade my stuff? Oh, I have the Statue of Liberty, I think, automatically did that for me, I think. Maybe? I could be wrong. You're bringing a horse against guys with machine guns now. Yeah, that's bad. That's kind of stupid. Alright, now where's the rest of my army? There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and invade here. We've got two separate forces converging into one battle. My chances should be pretty good now. You can build air forces if you want to. Bombers and different things like that. Looks like he's bringing in some reinforcements, so this could get ugly. Let's go ahead and bring them back here where they have a better chance of surviving. Alright, how are we doing up here? Let's research that, research that. Can I give myself any more of a military boost? Where's my military stuff? No. Well, it looks like my forces are doing a pretty good job at beating them back. Oh. One little biplane is trying to take out my city. I think I can build, if I'm not mistaken, I can construct anti-air at this point. Yeah, let's go and do that. They reach the modern age. I'm about to reach the information age, which is a bit more powerful. Research supercomputers. Let's, what else can I research? What I do, I just click on buildings until I find something. I'm at the point now, like, when you get near the end of the game, you just start clicking on everything to see if you can upgrade it. At least that's what I do. I don't have a great memory. Alright, barracks. Pump out some units there. So yeah, I think this gives you a good idea. I'm not going to see this through just because it's going to take me a while. But you can check out my review once I'm done with it at www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. The game will be available on Steam. It just says June of 2014, so sometime this month. I'm recording on 6/6/2014, so it should be either within a week or maybe a few weeks. I'm not exactly sure of the exact date. It's whenever Microsoft and them feel it's a good idea to release it. But it'll be coming soon. For those of you that love the game and want to get back into it, you'll be happy to know that you can do so soon. For those of you that have never played Rise of Nations and love RTSs, you're missing out. This is a great game. Highly recommend it. And I think the $20 price tag is a lot more fair than the $30 price tag that Age of Mythology was asking for. So that's going to weigh favorably into my review whenever it's posted. So with that said, this is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.